Hello, ladies and gentlemen, 大家好, and welcome to Plus League Basketball on YouTube. I'm Ryan Chen, alongside with my partner for the weekend, Andy Shit. The Plus League is heading into its inaugural season this December 2020, the revival of professional basketball here in Taiwan. Now I'd like to take the time to officially welcome Andy. Andy, say hi to the world.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Andy. Welcome to Plus League Basketball.
That's right. So this is the first game of a 4-game set of the warm-up series here in Taipei Heping Basketball Arena. Our first game will feature the Formosa Dreamers against the Hsinchu Lioneers. So we are at the home of the Fubon Braves, and they will be hosting the second series of 3. So the early game, we got the Dreamers and Lioneers as said, and at 5 o'clock is the Taishin Pilots against the Fubon Braves. So we want to thank you for tuning in wherever you are. We're really excited. I hope you got enough sleep, Andy.
Yeah, I'm so nervous last night. Yeah, I didn't sleep really well.
Well, we'll get through it together.
Yeah.
It's a basketball game after all, so we'll let the action do the talking. So Andy, right in the early going, we'll have actually a rematch of the same exact 2 teams from the last warm-up series. What are your initial impressions of that last game?
I mean, the Lioneers had too many turnovers in the second half. So basically, no, it's the Dreamers. Dreamers had too many turnovers in the second half. So the Lioneers turned the table in the second half. But today's game, Dreamers is gonna might have the import player play this afternoon. So we are pretty excited to see them.
As I was saying, we want to thank you for tuning in wherever you are. And so if this is your introduction to the Plus League, hi. Plus League stands for People, Player, Passion, Professional, and Plus. The purpose is to bring out the very best elements of basketball, entertainment, and community to cooperate together. Of course, basketball will be the most important thing, and the most conversation-worthy thing, Andy, is the home courts that every team will have. As a longtime basketball fan, a big basketball fan, and a writer, how exciting is that to have these home courts?
I mean, you gotta have a home court because you can have your fans and stand up for your team, you know? Like compared to SBL, they don't have the we so-called home court, so it's hard to have the fans, you know.
Now we're getting a shot of manager
Chen Lizong,
Lewis, and then the head coach Carl Julius. We'll get into them in a little later. So we have some special rules in the Plus League basketball compared to normal standard FIBA rules. Every quarter is 12 minutes, which means is a total game time of 48 minutes, 6 personal fouls for disqualification. And then interestingly enough, within the last 2 minutes, players can call a short 30-second timeouts. And each team, each coach has the opportunity to challenge the call, kind of an enhancement on the instant replay system, the RRS we call it in the basketball community. So Andy, 48-minute basketball games, that's a little bit more basketball.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the players, it's the brand new rules for the players and also the coach. So they gotta adjust themselves because it's not like they used to play 40 minutes, but right now they're gonna play 48 minutes.
So hopefully the players that shine will get even more exposure, and we'll get even more exciting basketball as we go along. Of course, the first year of the Plus League, we're still learning. You're watching the Plus League on YouTube. Plus League is the professional basketball league here in Taiwan. If you're enjoying the game on the broadcast, please leave a like and a comment. Of course, you guys know the drill. Right now on the floor, the ceremonial pictures being taken to open up this second series of 3. That's how the Plus League will get introduced to Taiwan and to the world. Right now we're here in Heping Arena in Taipei. Last time we were October 17th and 18th in Hsinchu for the Lioneers to host the warm-ups. We'll get into the unique things about each team, but right now in the middle, Charles Chen, the commissioner, goes by that English name. His Chinese name is Chen Jianzhou, former player himself.
Yeah. But you know, he got injury, so he can keep playing basketball. But he also has a real career in the after being the basketball player.
Sure, entertainment and whatnot. Looks like we'll get started right after some remarks by the commissioner. Commissioner Chen thanks all the viewing audience, those in attendance. Thank you for your support of the Plus League. As you said before, brand new league here in Taiwan. And now a thank you for supporting basketball here in Taiwan. He also thanks the 4 ownership groups and the 4 franchises for entrusting him with being the president of the league. He's saying he has a lot of work still ahead, he and the league office, to do things to the very best. There's a lot of work ahead. And he lets everyone know that he'd like them to enjoy tonight's festivities and enjoy the weekend as we head toward the future prospects of professional basketball. Now, coming up will be the ceremonial tip-off, which I think is a pretty cool and interesting way, kind of incorporating some of the elements of a first pitch, honorary first pitch from baseball.
Right.
So soon we'll bring you the starting lineups.
So Dreamer starting 5 will have guard Yang Shengyan, Tucker, Jaren Yang, and forward Yang Jingming, and the center Li Dewei.
They're, of course, coached by Kyle Julius. We'll get to know him as the broadcast goes on. Relatively new in the league.
And Hsinchu Lioneers, the starting 5 is number 2, Zheng Wei, number 4, Gao Guohao, number 21, Chen Lihuan, number 12, Li Jiarui, and the number 54, Wu Daihao.
You know, one of the keys for the last time these two teams matched up in a warm-up game, so maybe take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
The star of the show was definitely the guard for the Lioneers, Oscar Gao.
Yeah.
He goes by Gao Guohao here in Taiwan.
He had a 30 point last time.
30 points, I believe 6 steals, and he probably was helping his teammates get a lot more as well.
Right.
Leaking out in the front court for run-ups. So, League President Charles Chen, up with the tip. And we're just about ready to get going. taking a little bit of a different tone from the last opening ceremony in Hsinchu. Certainly a very excited president of the league. Right now, a little bit more measured. Now we'll be finding a spot to take in the game as we're about to get the tip-off. Controlled by the Lioneers, and we're getting going. So Andy, what can we expect from basketball being played here in Taiwan in general?
I mean, the pass is very fast, you know, because Taiwanese player is not too tall, so we gotta play very fast, and I think shoot a lot of three.
Right there, early turnover by Wu Daihao. He goes by Wesley in our notes. Please give us some time to adjust ourselves, trying to learn everyone's English nicknames too, trying to globalize the Plus League here. Right now, the Dreamers on offense. Working on a post-up. Number 20, lead away. Getting in trouble, though.
Jumbo.
Good ball indeed. So, noticeable early on in the game, the Dreamers have two of their import players, or foreign players, on the floor. And the Lioneers, we don't expect to see any tonight.
Yes, probably in the mid of December.
Looks like the Lioneers matching up man-to-man, but underneath. Unable to hit there. That's Jared Young.
Another block.
2 times. Young beats the shot clock, but no good. Lioneers with the rebound and coming down the other way. There's Oscar. Dubbed the best high school player in Taiwan when he spent 3 years at Songsangao in Taipei. We're certainly excited for how his return to Taiwan. He was studying in the States for 3 years playing ball.
Yeah.
There's a foul on the floor.
Yeah, his nickname is the best high school basketball player ever. Rookie of the Year in HBL and 2 times championship. And he is the only player who won 2 times final MVP.
Very impressive mark. Got a timeout on the floor. High school in Taiwan is just 3 years, equivalent to the 10th, 11th, and 12th grades. But we'll have to expand on that a little bit later. We'll be going to commercial. Thanks for tuning in to Plus League Basketball on YouTube. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Ryan Chen, along with my partner for the weekend, Andy Xie, on the English broadcast for Plus League Basketball. We got an early timeout. We might ask the coaches later in the press time what was the decision there, but we missed out on the kind of a veteran's foul there. Williams getting the hook on the defender. Now veteran Wu Daihao will inbound the ball. So we were saying, Andy, in Taiwan, the high school level is just 3 years.
Yeah.
So your basketball career will also be really short. There's a made shot. Wu Daihao getting in the middle. Now Oscar pressuring the ball. Right now defending on Anthony Tucker, directing traffic to Young through the middle. Not a lot of space now to Young from the other corner. He missed from the right side last time. Dreamers trying to get their second attack going. The fake and up, no good. Rebound controlled by the Lioneers. Now shot on this side, Li Huan unable to hit. He'll be going by Calvin.
It's gonna be fun to watch Oscar Gao play against Anthony Tucker.
There's a foul on the shot. Was that Young cutting to the right side? You're getting a replay of Wesley's shake and shot. In the other warm-up series in Hsinchu, he took a hard bump and had to sit out for the second game, but he's starting this afternoon. You know, the 2:30 and 5 p.m. start times is supposed to be regular for the Plus League.
Yeah.
They plan on playing on the weekends for the most part. There's a missed free throw. Still just a warm-up game if you're looking at the scoreboard. 2-1, early Lioneers lead. I believe the final of that last matchup was 87-80. Maybe fans of other professional leagues might know it as much higher scoring. There's Oscar from the middle, unable to hit the mid-range. But into the 80s and 90s, certainly new for basketball fans here in Taiwan. There's a drive through the middle and up and in.
Anthony Tucker met the shot.
On the other end, another quick three, misses that time. The Lioneers, we do anticipate, might have some trouble from the outside shooting. Now Tucker driving on Oscar.
Oh.
There's a foul on the floor. Favoring the right side, it seems. Getting a little bit of a look at the slow-mo and the 3D cameras we have set up around the arena. In Heping, they're set up nice and high, closer to the baseline.
Actually, Anthony Tucker has a nickname called Professor Tucker.
Okay.
Because, I mean, he's very smart and calm player. A lot of skills that young player can learn from him, especially for point guard. So that, like I mentioned earlier before, I'm looking forward to seeing Oscar Kao play against him.
Oscar is a lefty himself, kind of a rare sight in basketball. Foul shot is missed again. Tucker is about 193 centimeters. Checking my notes around. That's close to 6'4", excuse me, not 5. We'll be getting to other players who are only 5 feet tall, including Oscar. Step out at 5'10". Now the drive by the other professor for the Lioneers and a fancy layup. Miss, but the Lioneers control.
Yeah. Shot clock violation.
Did not touch the rim, so the Lioneers turn it over on the shot clock. We're getting a shot of Lioneers head coach Lin Guanlun. His first year, rookie head coach.
Exactly. But he had the experience in coaching in the, I think it's junior high school.
Okay. I think it's pretty common for coaches at various levels to actually have a number of teams on their own personal schedules to manage and get to. So Lin Guanlun will be keeping an eye out for this young team. There's a made three on this corner, Jaren Young. The Dreamers opening up a 7-2 lead. Li Jiarui running out of room on the right corner. Foul on this end. Getting a view of the cut and the open shot. Now the Lioneers want to talk it over. So the Braves are not playing, but we are playing at the Fubang Arena, home arena, Heping Gymnasium, here in kind of the southern part of Taipei City proper.
Exactly. Taipei Heping Basketball Gymnasium was officially operated in 2017. And the first official game was the 39th William Jones Cup International Tournament. And later on, the 2017 Taipei University and the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup Asia qualifier were also successfully held in here. And since last year, Fubang decided to adopt as their home court.
That's right. The Heping Arena is the newest, I believe, of the 4 home arenas that the Plus League teams will play in. So we're getting to enjoy our time right now, sitting courtside. Very awesome. Anyways, getting a look at the timeouts right now on each sideline. You know, Lin Guanlun has an interesting nickname, doesn't he, when he was a player?
Kobe Run.
Kobe Lin.
Yeah.
So perhaps very confident with a final shot, perhaps.
Exactly.
Pretty headstrong.
He's pretty confident player.
Very fiery, I remember as well.
Yeah. I mean, even though he kind of young as a head coach, but I think the advantage is he can get close to his players.
Certainly an interesting choice between maybe, shall we say, players coach or a veteran coach. All those factors mix in, but it's just interesting to see. The Lioneers general manager of basketball operations called Kenny Gao. Drive inside and a nice hook in.
Derek played really hard on this one.
Either way that time, the big man making room underneath. So anyways, for the Lioneers, their president of basketball operations, Kenny Gao, actually a longtime commentator here in Taiwan. For those early morning NBA games, he would do the broadcast from Taipei. Right now, the Lioneers kind of stuck on offense. Now the pressure on the ball looks like they won't get a shot off.
Oh, there's a hustle play right there.
Getting a pressure on the ball. Yang Jiming, number 6. Fiery player. Showed a lot of emotions in his days. I believe he's still one of the vocal leaders and important motivators for these Dreamers. And now close to us, about to inbound the ball, but after we figure out our substitution situation. There's Elliot Tan getting his first playing time. Right now on the ball is Tian Hao. Excuse me, Tian Hao goes by Professor. And then number 2 goes by Williams. There's a shot outside and made.
Very mad 3.
Either way, now piling up his scoring. He has 5 right now. Ball passing around the perimeter. Lioneers shot from outside is missed. That time is number 12, Li Jiarui. So Yang will take it up. Directing traffic, Li away from the top now. A little congested over there. Shot from the top, missed. Certainly a concern for the Lioneers is how they will spread the floor. There is a tip ball, but
Chen Jiangen is on the court right now. Hsinchu Lioneers. Number 6, Chen Jiangen.
Getting a replay of the made 3 lead away. But turnover for the Lioneers, and the Dreamers will head back the other way. The Dreamers looking like the better team in the first game until the Lioneers turned up the defense with traps out of the zone, which is very aggressive.
Yep.
Right now trying to get the mismatch, but the shot goes up and the foul.
Oh! It's gonna be a 4-point play chance.
So that time the position battle underneath called a foul on Elliott. Had a connection with my partner from a few Saturdays ago, Jason Tang Zizong, Division A player of the adult league here in Taiwan. There's another turnover on the inbounds. Now the Dreamers will set up again. They're leading 15-2 right now in their early going. Here's a shot from the top, and it's hit. Anthony Tucker. These Lioneers looking very much out of sorts.
Yeah.
They finally bring the ball into the front court. A little bit of aggression going on here. The referees are working with at the higher level, a professional level. They've been told to give the players and the coaches a little rope, and that would make sense for the preseason warm-up games. Everyone's still trying to feel things out. Right now, the Dreamers indicating that the Lioneers are getting their hands in there. Right now, I'm looking around the crowd, and it's not the Braves yet, but there's plenty of people in the stands right now. Very exciting.
Dreamers have really strong start this time. 18-2.
There's a missed shot from the wing. Now Yang up with the ball. A little miscommunication, and he's got a chance and fouled. That time the Lioneers kind of mixing up assignments. That's another foul on Elliott, number 6. So the Lioneers are an expansion franchise, so there's plenty of speculation and plenty of doubt on the team because almost all of their players essentially were signed as free agents of a league that doesn't even have a free agency pool.
Right.
You just heard there the Lin Guanlun suggesting to his team going with a much more aggressive defensive strategy next time down. There's a lane violation, so one more shot. Right now, the Dreamers struggling big time at the line. Stick with me as we get that pulled up for you. This other shot bounces off the front of the rim and in. Right now, a 19-2 game. 3 defenders right now in the front court for the Dreamers, trying to suffocate the Lioneers. Elliott able to bring it forward. Now the shot clock is still the standard 24 seconds, and there's lane violations, and certainly a lot of things you expect to see out of a normal basketball game. That time a shot missed. I believe getting playing time for first time. Taishin. Now the shot from the Dreamers and in.
Wow.
So having trouble shooting the free throws, but not a problem from 3.
Yeah, exactly. Dreamers has made 4 3-pointers this quarter.
So Jaron Young, very productive early. 7 points, 5 rebounds already. The Lioneers struggling big time, only 2 points. That's certainly not what you want to see as a coach, as a player, and I'm guessing maybe the fans would like to see a little bit more accurate shooting as well. Here's a deflection. Stays Lioneers ball, maybe off the baseline. Now Jonah Morrison will check into the game, number 13. Youngster who is splitting times between a couple squads, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Committing the foul right as soon as he got in the game. So Andy, what do you got on Morrison?
Well, I mean, due to the COVID-19, so Jonah decided to go to Dreamers for 1 year. And this year, he's gonna play basketball and do the online courses at the same time. You know, last time I met him, he told me that he was so tired because he has to take the online course in the midnight and then take a nap for two or 3 hours and then wake up for practice. I mean, it's very, you know, it's very tired.
I can imagine so. And there's a number of people in Taiwan, some college students, some working, who are also going about the same things with time zone changes. We're very happy to have him back.
Yep,
Taiwan
exactly.
has done a great job with the pandemic.
Yes.
Government action early on, mask wearing, contact tracing. A little bit of contact on this side, but Dreamers will hang on. Young, back up again. But on the other side, Tucker, directing traffic, skip pass, into the corner. Shot goes up.
No
Just
good.
missed. Lioneers trying to open up with a break. That missed shot. Featuring G. There's a cut down the middle, but no space. Shot up and in. The number 11 for the other team.
Pan Guanghan, yeah, number 11. Lioneers need that shot.
So isn't Morrison playing on a couple squads right now?
Yes.
Tucker made 3.
Last week he was playing in national B team. Yeah. But right now he came back to the Dreamers.
There's a drive and no foul. No Dreamers touch it, so Elliott's hand turns it over. I don't think we should check the plus minuses. Nobody in the Lioneers side having a good time. Andy, you were saying?
Yeah, once COVID-19 is under control in the future, Jonah will come back to the school.
There's a runner and made 3 by Tucker.
Oh.
So getting kind of fancy right now.
Yeah.
Dreamers with 28 points in the quarter, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, 3:40 seconds left. Lioneers from the top. Drive and make.
Number 15, Lu Zheyi.
Lu Zheyi getting playing time. Hardly saw him in Hsinchu. There's an early shot. Feeling himself, Tucker.
Oh my goodness! Oh! Professor Tucker is on fire.
Schooling these Lioneers right now. The Dreamers have been around since about the same time in 2017. There's a spinning shot made. Lioneers attacking the basket with a little bit more success.
By Long Yishen.
Long Yishen. Getting a replay. Tucker, early shot right in front of the jump circle. Making that after the runner on the other side. Yishen, kind of a wild spin, but able to find the right spot, and he knocks in the free throw. 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Xiao Shunyi right now on Tucker. Trying to prevent him from scoring. Drive through in the middle. To the outside and foul and made shot.
Amigo. Oh no, Chen Zhenjie.
Chen Zhenjie. Excuse us. We're kind of both new to the courtside view of things. We'll get it fixed as we go. Tucker driving. A lot of contact with finding the open man. Elliott with the foul on the flyby. Not so much a flyby that time.
Dreamers are on fire with the three-point shot in the first quarter.
The free throw is up and good. 4-point play. So Chen listed at 183 centimeters tall. That's about 6 feet tall. Some fancy dribbling by Oscar, and the floater up and in. You know, in Mandarin we have the saying "wan ren mi." Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Mr. Popular.
Yes, it means famous, has a lot of fans.
Wan is the unit we have for 10,000. They have Tucker from the outside, a little strong. Isan with a rebound. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's flying by quick. Underneath, up and short. Lioneers able to hang on to it over here. To Oscar from 3, a little bit left.
Derry got the rebound.
So there's 2 minutes left in the quarter. As a reminder, the Plus League will be working with, there we go, offensive foul before I explain. Remind everyone. Unique features of the Plus League includes 12-minute quarters. There's Oscar's runner and the soft touch. You know, every time he shoots, it feels like there's a good chance he doesn't even touch rim.
Yes.
So anyway, 6 personal fouls for disqualification. There's foul maybe on the screener there at time. Anyways, under 2 minutes, a short 30-second timeout that only the players can call, but I'm sure the coaches have guidelines and instructions for them when to call it.
Exactly.
And of course, the other thing is the coaches can request a challenge for the call using the FIBA's instant replay system. There's a shot and made on this side.
Pan Guanghan, number 11.
Right now, Pan marking Tianlei, the veteran. There's a turnover here, though. Oscar attacking with the man on the left.
Oh,
Shot is up
another
and
floater.
good.
It's good.
This time using the backboard.
Yes.
Now the Dreamers reeling a little bit. There's a shot. And just missed. Tianlei, the old vet, poking it away and receiving it now. An offensive board for him. Now Tucker from the corner and making, falling out of bounds.
Number 5. 5th three-pointer for Tucker.
Does he have 21 points already?
I think so.
That's incredible.
That's crazy.
So under a minute left now. Oscar looking for a teammate. Double underneath for Isan. Struggling with the dribble. Now Oscar driving through the middle. Open shot, but misses to the other side.
I would not get surprised with Tucker's performance today because he won the MVP in 2017 in ABL. He's a really good player.
Now driving Morrison, blocked underneath. Started from the corner, but met at the rim. Now kind of a wild spin, but able to get the foul that time down the floor. In the replay, wow. Maybe a little bit of wrist contact there, but not called by the referees. Applause going on for Tucker. 21 points indeed. So 38-17, Dreamers with the advantage. Going at these Lioneers pretty hard. Shot is made. At the line, number 15.
Tucker has made 6 3-pointers in the first quarter. That's unbelievable.
That's crazy. So only about 1 possession left. We'll be going into what the ABL is in its relation to the teams here in Taiwan. Right now, Young to Morrison on the left side. The Dreamers setting up some kind of set play. The middle, shot is up and bouncing around, no good. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Oscar, is he aware of the time? Gets the foul. Very smart. On the veteran Tianlei as well. I thought he would run out of time. That time backing into Tianlei a little bit. Some commotion on the court and fans enjoying that. So with FIBA basketball, the instant replay system, generally more official, kind of driven, official activated. Let's see what the situation on the court is. So right now, 10 minutes on the clock. I believe that's for a reset that needs to be done. So we're getting word that it might be the officials checking if it's a 2 or a 3-pointer on the foul.
I think Dreamers challenged that call.
I see. So on the floor. Looks like it would be 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it happened as the buzzer went off, so Oscar will be taking this free throws with nobody around him. Must be a little bit of a weird feeling, but sometimes that happens in basketball.
Very smart play.
Able to catch Tianlei. That first free throw is missed. The Lioneers, of course, having troubles at the line in their home opener. We'll bring you those numbers soon. Right now, focusing on the shot. And missing right again. Right now, the Dreamers eager to get on the floor, but they're not aware we're in the break in the game. Glad to have you here with Plus League Basketball on the YouTube broadcast in English and in Mandarin.
All the shots were missed.
All shots missed. Not a great start for Oscar going into the second quarter. If you're looking for the Mandarin broadcast with our esteemed colleagues, Aaron and David, will tell you how to find that in a second. For now, enjoy the break. We'll be right back to Plus League on YouTube. Stay with us.
Centuries when I spit way above the norm. This is my platform, sorta like the form. Now I'm finna show 'em, sorta like home. Switch it up mid-flow with a second round. Hit him with a gesture like a Panaman. No speech technique like a man can. My time, my shine, gotta grind, man. Gotta get it all before I flatline. So I'ma get on up, man. Sit on up, man, and go. Right now, right here. I'm going for the win. Right here, right now, right here. I said I'm going for the win.
Welcome to the broadcast. If you're looking for the Mandarin broadcast with our esteemed colleagues David and Aaron, look for that stream on the Plus League YouTube page. 如果观众朋友在找中文直播、中文转播，请在 Plus League 的 YouTube 点进那个中文的画面。
没错。
We, on the other hand, Ryan, myself, Ryan, and Andy, will bring you the game in English for the most part. We might flare in a Mandarin phrase here or two.
Yes.
To let everyone know, we are reading most of the player's name if it's in Mandarin, in their surname, then their given name in that order. That's how names work in Taiwan and other Mandarin-speaking places. Right now, the Lioneers slow to get out of their timeout. Lin Guanlun certainly can't be happy with the first quarter where the Dreamers went up big, 38-19.
Exactly, over 60% on the shooting the threes.
Of course, the Lioneers' Oscar Gall had an opportunity to chip away at that lead, but 3 missed free throws.
Exactly.
They did struggle last time. Against the Dreamers, they were only 13 for 25. Not that the opponent matters. I'll find you the other game in a bit, but right now on the floor, Li Jiarui to Oscar in the left. They're kind of unsure about the play going on. Right now we got a pick and roll, thrown out of bounds. That pass a little bit too hot. So the Lioneers took on the Fubon Braves in the other game. And shot 77%. I'll have to work out, that's 14 for 18. Right now, back here in Taipei, Tianlei in the left corner, finding an opening on the left. 2 guys rush out, but no good because that shot is made. Yang Zhenyan, I think seeing his first playing minutes for the afternoon. So the Lioneers don't seem to be eager to attack the basket, but that might be where their advantage is. Little missed shot, Dreamers coming the other way.
I think the most important thing for Hsinchu Lioneers is they have to stop Dreamers from shooting the 3.
You know, the first few baskets were cuts, another 3 in the corner, and another make.
See, another one.
You got that right. Also on their roster, but not on the active roster for the weekend. It's number 30 for the Dreamers. He was so prolific that weekend in Hsinchu. Wu Daihao taking the shot from the left.
No good.
Will miss. Now Young, bring it up himself. Working on Oscar with a height and size advantage. There's a made shot.
Oh!
Another one.
Back to back to back for Yang Zhenyan.
He has no sympathy for Lioneers missing their shots.
Tucker is very happy for him.
Tianhao right now making his move to the left. Pull up, no good. Tianhao, same year as Oscar Gall for a different school. There's a foul underneath. See from our perspective, the referees communicating.
Yeah, back in high school days, Tianhao and Oscar kind of rival each other, but now they become the teammates. It's pretty interesting to see that.
That's a made shot. A lot of English circling the hoop. Now the early offense going for the Lioneers. Oscar, step back, a little short. We mentioned before the ABL, the ASEAN Basketball League. The Dreamers were the first team from Taiwan that still exists to join. It actually was a little rough play going on right now. Morris is not getting any of the calls right now. Jare cutting, losing the angle, but getting the foul call. Well, Julius probably is right to say that his players aren't getting them calls. A lot of rough play by the Lioneers, trying to hang into this preseason game. Now down by 30. We'll weigh the play as is. Now very popular Li Huan checks in for the game.
The crowd were excited because the Tucker is coming back.
That too. Right now, close to us, Tucker talking it over with the official. Shot goes up, and a little strong. Tianlei with the rebound, and guess who it is? It's Tucker bringing it up. So the ASEAN Basketball League takes place mostly in the Southeast Asian countries. Now a foul. That's Calvin, checked in the game, number 21. Got a very warm welcome in the Lioneers warm-up series. He is from the Hsinchu area himself.
Yes, you mentioned Li Huan.
Yes, that's who I meant. Calvin. One of their vocal leaders.
Yeah, the king of Hsinchu basketball.
Very cool.
Yeah. He grew up in Hsinchu and went to the high school, even went to the Hsinchu High School, and the Jiaotong University also located in Hsinchu.
Right now, Oscar pressuring the ball. A couple of fouls in the same possession by the Lioneers. This time it was called on Oscar, Goggle Hall. Ling Guanlun, the jacket is off. On the other side, Coach Julius sporting a short sleeve polo. Staying cool in the fall weather we have in Taiwan. Turnover. Tianhao the other way. Can he race all the way to the end?
Oh!
And that shot is knocked away.
That's a crazy chest block by Jaren Young.
Looks like the basket will count though.
Okay, might be a goaltending.
That's amazing. Young fell down on the play on the offensive side. Able to make his way back. Oh, on the replay, I don't know. He might have tipped the rim itself, which triggered the goaltending. The shortest man on the floor, Tianhao, 173 centimeters. That's only about 5'8". There's a missed shot. Good pressure. So Oscar and Tianhao on the court again. Floater up, a little strong. Two bounces, no good. Udaihao able to collect the rebound and lay it up and in. Kind of a look what I found amongst so many defenders. Wait, we got a timeout on the floor. That was a pretty intense flurry back and forth, Andy.
Yes.
So when we come back, we'll tell you a little bit more about the ASEAN Basketball League. Keep on getting interrupted by the excitement here in the Plus League. Stay with us.
去年其实，在整季经营下来，其实也有非常多的收获，然后球迷的反应也给我们很多的鼓励。最难得的，其实我是觉得听到很多朋友带平常不看篮球的朋友进来看球，然后进来以后就发现哇，篮球赛其实是这么好玩的。所以我觉得，如果未来有很多的人是因为富邦勇士而开始喜欢篮球，那我们就成功了。
300场要碰。
对啊，等一下可以讲一下他们三分球太夸张了。
交给你。我先从三分球，然后再 ABL 再解释。
OK.
They need a shout out, right? There's 我们的同事嘛。It'd be interesting if in the future we have a no break YouTube broadcast. Oh, just chill, Andy. What'd you have for lunch? Oh yeah. So back here in Taipei, the Dreamers with a sizable lead, to say the least, right now on offense. Captain Yang trying to find an opening. Veteran Wu Daihao all over him. Passing to the corner and around. Tucker falling out of bounds. This time he misses. Li Huan up ahead, and another block. This time no goaltending call.
Exactly, he mad it this time.
Tian Hao with a foul to stop the offense over here. Getting a slow-mo of that one.
Oh,
it's close.
It's close, yes, exactly.
For sure. If you're enjoying the game with the broadcast, in the Plus League on YouTube, you know the drill. Leave a like, and we'd appreciate a comment. How do you like the basketball? How do you like the commentary? If you see anyone you know in the audience, that'd be really cool too. So anyways, Andy, you were going to tell us how hot the shooting is for the Dreamers.
Exactly. Oh, Dreamers already made 13 3-pointer right now, over 65%. That's crazy.
That works out for you math nerds out there, 13 for 20.
Exactly.
Actually, that's a round number. I appreciate that. Lioneers will inbound. There was a turnover on this side. So the ASEAN Basketball League had to pause operations like everyone did for COVID-19 in the early goings in the year. The Dreamers, a team who played in it. There's a foul underneath. Young pretty convinced there was a jump ball. Perhaps the Dreamers will be like their coach, fiery during their games. Got a substitution on the floor though.
After that 2 block shot, I think Hsinchu Lioneers, if you want to make the layup in front of Jaren Young, you gotta think twice.
That's right. Or maybe use the backboard.
Exactly.
An old coach's trick. There's Li Huan down the middle with the cut. Wu Daihao with the assist. So up until the pause in the play, there's a shot from the corner, and it's in. Add that to the total. Chen Zijie, that time, making the shot from the left. Seems to be the hot spot for the Dreamers. Right now he's on the ball. So anyways, the Dreamers and the Fubon Braves were the 2 teams from Taiwan participating in the ABL. Getting a replay. Lots of threes. Kind of like the new age of basketball. That's where your highlights come from.
Yeah. I think the left corner is the hot spot for Dreamers today.
In the future, the Plus League website will include all those advanced stats. For now, we're eyeballing it, and I think it's pretty clear that Dreamers building a big lead. A lot hard to that. Long, deep threes. Yet another one. You know, Andy, we got to be careful from getting jaded from all these made shots. That time, Young kind of same like Tucker, falling out of bounds.
Yeah.
Ball out of bounds for Lioneers to retain possession. You can keep those updates coming. This time, setting his feet, knocking that one down. Lioneers trying to figure themselves out. Through the middle, Jarrett. And one. Off the glass and in. That time working off of Lioneers. Got the scoring going early. If those are the foul indicators, he has 3 on the afternoon already. On the other side, Wu Daihao has 3 himself, number 54. Right now, hanging out on the left block, the free throw line. Interesting, one of the Dreamers going with the nickname Amigo.
Yep, Amigo.
Is that number 6, Yang? Jarrett's free throw. Knock it in.
He is the captain of Dreamers this year.
So down they come. Here he is, number 6, Yang Jiming, right in front of us. Cross court to Tucker. Now to Young from the top, and another made 3. That time Williams.
Everyone is on fire.
Able to take advantage of the height difference. Jarrett from the corner, driving. Finding open maybe, oh.
Ah, no good. That's a really good pass.
Wu Daihao kind of getting a little bit too stuck in the corner. Pass underneath for Yang. He'll reset. Getting a little isolation action right now. Now Young from the top again. Was that off the backboard? No good.
Yep.
Yifan working off the block, but forgetting the basketball. Jarrett, not a lot of space. Shot goes up and a foul. Annie, what's your impression of the Braves hosting their ABL games here?
I think that has a really good the light shot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Before the game. That's really good.
More free throws for the Lioneers, trying to chip away at the lead or get some confidence back. First one's good.
I was wondering, this year is the first year of the Pro League. If today's game is official game, the Dreamers gonna set the record for the most three-pointer shot in the first half.
So much so that your browser needs a little bit of a refresh. There's a drive inside, a lot of contact, but made layup. That time it was Young. 60 points, and we still have just under 5 minutes left in the first half. Tucker driving, now dishing.
Yeah, nice pass.
Ding Junji with the floater from the right block. Crushing the Lioneers right now, doubling them in the score. Maybe a little bit of a revenge. Right now, the Dreamers going with a zone. Kind of a lucky foul there. Tianhao driving through the middle. Looks like one of the Dreamers' big guys will check in.
Pan Guanghan, number 11.
For the Lioneers, and on the other side, Wang Bozi, number 10 for the Dreamers. I was really impressed with Wang's game. Nice touch passing, controlling the offense from the top. Right now, free throw, first one missed, Tianhao.
Yeah, Wang Bozi is just like a small tank.
Listed at 195 centimeters, that's about 6'5".
Exactly.
I believe he might be the heaviest player registered for the weekend of basketball at 130 kilograms.
Yes, 287 pounds.
You got that one too? That's right. Try to diversify the measurements on the Plus League broadcast here on YouTube. Now the Dreamers controlling out the top. Pick and roll with Young and Wang. The shot is taken over on this side. Be sure to follow the Plus League by subscribing to our YouTube page, P.LEAGUE. Shot over here, and made.
Pan Guanghan from downtown.
Checking back into the game. Instagram is p.league.official. And the Twitter page, mostly for the English audience, at P_league_EN. Look out there, a little bit of a tripping going on. If you want to follow along with the up-to-date stats of each game, go to the league site, pleagueofficial.com. That is pleagueofficial.com. They just released the season schedule. We might take a look at that as we go. So free throws on the floor.
For Lin Junji.
Lin Junji knocking in that first one. High-fiving a Lioneer. The Dreamers right now heading back on defense already before this second free throw goes up. A little bit of organization taking place right now. I'm always curious, Andy, what percentage, when it comes to basketball in Taiwan, made free throw, what percentage of the time do players communicate in Mandarin, in English, maybe even Taiwanese? Do you have a guess?
You mean the percentage of speaking in English?
Yeah, like in practice, in timeouts.
I would say maybe 20%.
Okay.
Yeah.
In English, that is. There's a made shot in the middle. Guanghan with another made shot, that time a two-pointer from the top. Lioneers going with a trap and knocking Elliott out of the way as Wang Bozi.
Put it back.
Maybe we'll show you a play last time where he threw it off the backboard to himself and extra rebound, and the 2 points just the same. Lioneers working against the zone. Williams to Elliott, deep shot from the left, rims in and out. After poked around a little bit, Dreamers will get possession.
Hey Ryan, have you watched Pokemon?
Depends on which generation.
Okay. Don't you think Wang Bozi looks like the Snorlax?
A little bit. I think he's a little bit more lively than a Snorlax, though.
Yes.
Give him credit. He's right now occupying the middle of the zone. Now a shot made. A little bit of contact, but goes in anyway. 66-40 the score. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left on the second quarter and the first half. There's Young driving and elevating, knocking in the floater. So right now, I think between Tucker and Young, they have 37 points between them.
Wow, that's huge.
Li Huan, also lefty shooter, knocking that one in clean. This side, Young getting the shot up before the contact. Is that Yi-san underneath? Jing-un goes by Elliott. Knocks in the first free throw. Pretty interesting. I can't recall if any team, oh, there is one. A professional baseball team in Taiwan donned purple colors, but on the basketball front, I can't think of any.
Oh, yeah, the purple color.
Yeah, it's kind of a rare one. The Lioneers going with it.
Yes, they're aware jersey.
They also have a black jersey, which, interestingly enough, in Hsinchu, got him confused with the referee. There's a nice drive and kick. Open shot underneath. Wang Bozi. Ooh, look out.
Oh, watch out.
Just a foul.
Yes.
Everybody's safe. Don't want anybody injured. Getting the replay. Young dishing real early. Yi-san coming over to help. Leaving Bozi open. So 70 points already. Just 10 points short of what the Dreamers were able to do last time. But of course, no foreign players. And the Lioneers actually don't expect them to have their guys go quite yet.
Yeah, probably they have to wait until December.
Speaking of December, the Plus League regular season gets started on December 19th. Each team will play 24 games, 12 on the road, 12 at home. That one goes down. You can purchase tickets from the team home the home teams through their individual sites. The season schedule has been published, and of course the first game December 19th. The last game will take place April 10th, 2021. There's a floater made
by Chen Zhenjie.
Li Huan spinning, driving back again. Is the open man knock it down? No. Young bringing the ball over. Of course, if you want to check out the league schedule, go to the league site, P.LEAGUEofficial.com. Kind of a tie-up over here, but missed shot. Williams to the open Li Huan in the right corner. Up, rims in and out. Hsen.
And that's a foul.
Getting the rebound.
Anthony Tucker.
So getting a replay. There's the floater with our 3D imaging powered by
Taiwan Mobile.
Mobile going by Taiwan Da. If you're curious as the pronunciation.
Yeah, that's a really cool technology.
Bounces off the backboard and in. Now it will vary from stadium to stadium. That's the cool thing about playing in all these different arenas. In Heping, kind of limited to that side of the court. This side to our left, if you're watching on TV, and if you're on our side of the arena, opposite of the official scorers table and the bench. Winning a substitution on the floor before the last minute and 2 seconds. Another young on the team. Hsinchu inbounding the ball. Lioneers with a little bit of a soft full court man-to-man. So Morrison faking the screen and receiving up top. And off to Young, driving the middle. He's so silky smooth. That shot is no good, and the putback is no problem. So after that made shot, timeout on the floor for the Lioneers. Interesting thing to know about them, in English and in Mandarin, that's a word pun on engineers.
Ah, yeah.
So in Mandarin, they go by 工程师.
Right.
Which is, if you break that completely apart, gong is to attack, or to siege, maybe more accurately. Chen is for city.
Yes.
And then shi is lions.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you change up the writing, the actual words, it means engineer, gong chen shi. That literally is the same pronunciation.
Right.
I'm sorry, Mandarin is very difficult. I'm still learning myself. 4 years of local elementary school, not quite enough. Andy, we'll be relying on you a little bit more for this weekend.
No problem.
Right now with 45, almost 46 seconds left. Let's see what the Lioneers set up. Probably trying to get two offensive possessions in. Maybe a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're getting an image of Commissioner Charles Chen with Lewis, the Dreamers manager. We call them Ling Dui in Mandarin. And the league has said that they're called team leaders. I think there's not a perfect translation, Ling Dui. Basically someone who leads the team around.
Yeah.
You know, I think of it, maybe if the team travels internationally, your Ling Dui could actually end up being more of like an assistant, a zhuli. You know, ordering food from the places, making sure everyone's visas and documentations are all squared away. That kind of Ling Dui. In Taiwan, it maybe comes with a little bit more prestige. Getting a beautiful smile over there. Tian Hao resting up.
He's cute.
Oscar right now. Over to Elliott. Now back to Oscar. Let's see what they're setting up. Li Huan driving down the middle. That shot off the board and off the rim. So that was their quick shot, 20 seconds on the shot clock, so that amounts to about a 10-second difference. The Lioneers with their zone. Not working so far, getting any turnovers. Oscar pressuring the ball. And the Dreamers just throw it to nobody. That time Young, patting his chest. Didn't see the target. Now one more substitution. You know, last time these two teams played, Coach Julius wasn't so happy with the Lioneers trying to squeeze in every late quarter adjustment and substitution and strategy. But it is a new team. They only got together in the summertime, whereas the Dreamers have been together as a team for
3 years
now.
Yeah, for 3 years.
Now Wu from the left side, no opening, running out of options, running out of time. Dishing into the middle, now chance. Elliott with a crazy spinning shot, no good. Looks like we'll all be okay. And head to halftime, 74-46. The Dreamers are ahead in this Plus League preseason basketball game. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Ryan Chen along with Andy Shih. We'll be back after a little bit with your halftime analysis and a little bit more commentary. Stick with us.
各位球迷朋友，大家好，我是黑人陈建州。那相信在5月的时候，大家已经开始关注我们 Plus League， 到目前为止有一些小小的成绩。那接下来呢，也邀请各位来一起担任我们的伙伴。我们很需要更多的品牌、企业或个人来加入赞助的行列。我们现场的主场的 LED， 那我们联盟的 IG、FB、YouTube 都可以为赞助商量身定做。台北的、桃园、新竹、彰化，所有的品牌企业都欢迎你支持，然后也来赞助我们的主场运营。都希望呢，你们能够一起参与这场不一样的篮球革命，等你哦。
Welcome to halftime. I hope you're enjoying the action. I'm Ryan Chen along with my partner Andy Shih. We're right now enjoying some halftime festivities, but pretty soon enough we'll be getting you the interview with the president of the league, Charles Chen, right now. So Andy, I think the early going, the difference has got to be the foreign players.
Yeah.
So right now, the commissioner speaking with Aaron, talking about how exciting it is to debut the Hsinchu Lioneers home court. And he's describing a sold-out arena. Right now, we're getting a shot of the crowd. And he's also very thankful, of course, for the paying crowd and the fans. And he's very excited for the action to take place here in Taipei. A lot more people in right now. He's talking about how there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of the effort that needs to be put in, and resources and funding. And everything will have to come together in time. And so every team will be learning from each other, starting with Hsinchu. Right now we're in Taipei Heping Arena. So for every team and every home court to elevate the experience, the expectations, the entertainment value, to make the absolute best out of basketball. So now David asking about how home court advantage might turn out in the performance on the court for the home teams. So Charles admits maybe the fans might need to warm up to the idea of playing, to cheering in front for their home team, to let the fans know. Traditionally, basketball is kind of played on a rotation basis, where a series of games would be played. So he's very excited for tomorrow's matchup, the Braves taking on the Dreamers. So hopefully by the opening of the season in December, the fans will learn who they're rooting for and kind of shed their shyness and get ready to get really hyped. What can I say? In Mandarin we call it high.
Yes.
And in English we could get a different kind of high.
Yeah.
Please consume your psychedelics responsibly. So Aaron expressing the league's desire to bring entertainment and joy and happiness to all basketball fans. Now asking Charles about perhaps the import players that might be coming through. He's curious to ask about Jeremy Lin.
Exactly.
His parents from Taiwan, Jeremy and Joseph, out of Palo Alto. We might get to see Joseph in the near future. But anyways, to Jeremy, Charles is describing how it'll probably be a process. Jeremy has his own goals to return to the NBA.
Right. Good luck to him.
Sure. So talking about maybe salaries and team salary as a whole, noting how Jeremy was making as much playing in the CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association in the mainland, as perhaps the entire payroll for some of the Plus League teams right now. But he's also saying that maybe one day we'll make it there ourselves. So for him, it's very personal to try to get this league going. He's just kind of laying out the financial pie that goes into funding the Plus League, including the Silicon Valley of Taiwan, the Hsinchu area. Of course, it can't go without mentioning the COVID-19 situation worldwide, how it'll affect everyone. And really, Charles is taking this as an opportunity to make something out of it. So Taiwan made its fame from building technology products, parts and chips and whatnot. And so that growth in the value of the market hopefully will show up into the product and in the support for basketball and all kinds of sports. So he's made it a mission as a former player and someone who's been around the game. We'll go into maybe his involvement with other teams, but a mission for himself right now to put together the best league he could. So he kind of talking about possible getting players like Jeremy, maybe in their swan song, to come back and play in the Plus League, perhaps, like other players might do and across the world with basketball. Of course, he's a target, a favorite son of Taiwan, though he's not lived here ever. So it'll be something to work out in the future. The commissioner is very adept at his social media, and Aaron is pointing that out. If you're interested, Charles' Instagram goes by Blackie is Love. Of course, we should mention to the audience that's not a derogatory term. That's just, unfortunately, don't have a good translation. So Aaron, reminding everyone to get interactive with the Plus League's social media. We thank Charles. So after that interview, we'll be... You're watching Plus League on YouTube. Plus League, the professional basketball league here in Taiwan. If you're enjoying the game or the broadcast, please leave a like and give us a comment. We're sure interested to know what you think. So checking out the stats from halftime, a 74-46 lead for the Dreamers. Shooting percentage heavily favoring them as well, and no doubt the three-point percentage, 16 for 23, which is 69%. Against 3 for 14 on the Lioneers side. Rebounds favoring the Dreamers from the missed shot. More assists. Turnovers pretty close. 6 for the Dreamers, 9 for the Lioneers. I think beyond the box scores, what you see on the court, Andy, the biggest thing is definitely the foreign players.
Yes. I mean, Lioneers gotta stop Dreamers from shooting the three. That's the most important thing.
Anthony Tucker kind of leading the way, 21 points. Jaron Young with 18. There's your leading scorers on the Dreamer side. Plenty of three-point firepower seemingly up and down their lineup.
So you can tell having the import player is a huge difference.
Now on the other side for the Lioneers, Huan Han with 11 points. Chen Li Huan with 7. Jia Rui with 6. Nguyen Yi San with 5. Gao Guohao, number 4, has 4 points. So we're here in Heping Basketball Gymnasium, home of the Fubon Braves. If that sounds familiar, that's because the Fubon Bank Corporation here in Taiwan also owns and operates the Fubon Guardians baseball team here. They play in the Chinese Professional Baseball League. The CPBL got started playing professional sports first in the world as COVID-19 spread around the world. But Taiwan, with the city government, the residents, and of course, league adhering to pandemic prevention measures, got going in April after a few rainouts, I should say. Right now, they're in the Taiwan series. Game 6 is tonight down in Taichung. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. So Young getting that ball knocked away. Oscar able to get his paws on that one. So Andy, we have 2 foreign players on the court right now. I believe the roster is 2 players at any time, but they can have 3 with 1 inactive for the Plus League.
So can rotate.
That's right. There's a shot from the corner. Foul on the blow-by. Indications on the court. Was that a kick out? That time, Guan Han with a flyby. Yeah, looking at the replay a little bit. Anyways, we'll be having free throws on this side. Couple hard bounces and out. So as a sneak peek, Andy, do you think we'll be seeing other import players in the next game?
You mean the Fubon Braves?
I believe.
Yes, we will. I think it's the Garcia.
Oh, okay.
Garcia and.
Well, they'll have to choose between Smart
And the Zasev.
There's a and one on this side. Oscar receiving the pass from his former rival, now teammate Tian Hao. This time, beating number 18 down the floor this way. Young with free throws on this side, now committing the foul over here. That free throw is made for a three-point play now, 49 for the Lioneers. Young with 4 personal fouls, 11 points on the night. Tucker and Young running side by side. Certainly a dangerous sight to see. Now cutting down the middle and intercepted. Li Huan coming down from the corner. Tian the left wing and good. We got to hear his excitement even through the headphones.
Yeah.
The Lioneers trying to figure out a zone that would work against the Dreamers. Their team name, Formosa, the beautiful island bestowed by colonizers of the island from a long time ago. There's a short miss. Now Lioneers pushing it up ahead. Li Huan attacking the basket again. Oh, losing it over there. Guan Han. So Tucker slithering around. Dreamers able to find the opening underneath. Young. Would you say he's probably a pretty flexible player playing on the perimeter and on the baseline, Young is.
Exactly. I mean, he's very important to Dreamers on both offensive side and defensive side this year. I think he has more responsibility to cover the paint because other teams has at least one import player is a big guy, but Dreamer have two. Not their import player are not too tall.
A little bit of the hand fighting that was going both ways. Wu Daihao almost had his pocket picked there. You know, funny moment on the floor. Ling Zhiji ran over to help his teammate up, but kind of joined that pile down there on the ground. Anyways, looks like we'll be ready to go. So with the floor mopped up, Tucker pressuring the ball. Oscar getting it to the professor on this side, Tian Hao, number 14. Working off to that left side. Now Oscar up top. Pick. And the turnover. Jingji able to take that one away. But a turnover this way. Lioneers, numbers. Wu Daihao attacking. Now to the outside. Now that was a very lackadaisical possession by the Lioneers. Numbers advantage and doesn't even get a shot up. The other way, Young from the left corner. It's in the left wing. So I wonder if the Lioneers might could be going with a hockey substitution in the rest of the game. Right now, Oscar, Tian Hao, Wu Daihao, Li Huan, and
Pan Guanghan
all on the floor. Now coming the other way, Young flying in for the jam.
One hand slam dunk.
And Lioneers try to take advantage of the transition, get a foul on the play. So finally in the game, we got 3-point highlights to a breakaway dunk.
How far he jumped.
Certainly outside of the paint, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right above the restricted area, that half circle. Lioneers trying to get it back. Mid-range missed. He gets his own rebound. Tian Hao able to bounce it off a Dreamer. So the idea with the Formosa Dreamers name was they would represent Taiwan in the ABL.
Yeah.
Fierce competition. They only won one game their inaugural season. A very poor showing. But Andy, maybe you could speak to their turnaround in their second year in the ABL. That shot bounces in for 3.
Yeah.
So the Dreamers actually becoming the first place team, was it the 2018-2019 season?
Exactly. Because they hire, I remember they signed up 3 golden era players, Tian Lei, Chen Shinian, and Li Zheling, and just turn around the table. And they also hired the foreign coach. I remember it's Doran Mori as their second years in Dreamers.
Elliott, a long shot, bounces short. So set Dreamers, pushing it up. Yang now on the floor, the captain. Dowei now on the right block, spotting his way in. Getting the foul and one. Working on the slightly smaller Guanhan. Doing a great job creating a steal and putting it up and in.
Derek, he graduated from Nenren Jiashang. Derek Li Dewei. He had 6'7", 200 centimeter. He has played in Yulong for 10 years, but didn't get too many chances. And I think it's because of the import player policy in SBL. Most of the teams hire big guys as their import player, so local center is usually seen as a role player to give important player a breathe.
Certainly tough competition. There's a turnaround. Guanhan, 2 points. Like we mentioned, every team in the Plus League is allowed to have 3 foreign players, import players on their roster, only 2 active per game. So there's a kind of talk of maybe like home and away kind of squads, maybe for the home crowd ticket. There's an early foul on the play. Doe, I remember his Uyulong days. Maybe slimmed down a little and going with some veteran smarts that time, finding the space.
Yep.
Knocking in the jumper. Now that we switch that Doe, shooting from the corner. Yang pushed out of bounds, according to the official, after getting the rebound. A little bit slow to get up a couple times is Yang Jieming, called amigo.
You see Xiao Sunyi's left hand, they kind of push out.
3 officials here in the Plus League for every game, so hopefully they have good coverage and correct officiating every time. So with 10 seconds left on the shot clock, Tucker unable to get a shot off. That time Derek kind of getting in a little bit of trouble. He ran off the court. I don't know if anyone subbed him in. Kind of a funny situation over here.
It was an illegal screen?
That's what it was called. Doe running away from the court. From our perspective, he's hiding in the corner, probably frustrated with the call.
Yeah.
Anyways, Young will come in to replace him. Down the middle, and a big block
by Anthony Tucker.
Tucker flying in, getting the block on the much smaller Tian Hao.
Not in my house.
So timeout on the floor. You're watching the Plus League on YouTube. Plus League, the professional basketball league here in Taiwan. If you're enjoying the game or the broadcast, leave a like and leave a comment. We'll be right back.
去年其实，在整季经营下来，其实也有非常多的收获，然后球迷的反应也给我们很多的鼓励。最难得的，其实我是觉得听到很多朋友带平常不看篮球的朋友进来看球，然后进来以后就发现哇，篮球赛其实是这么好玩的。所以我觉得，如果未来有很多的人是因为富邦勇士而开始喜欢篮球，那我们就成功了。
So being that we're in Heping Arena in Taipei, Taiwan, the Braves have put together a kind of intro-outro clip during the timeouts. On the screen there was their President of Operations, Chris Chang, looking over at the Dreamers bench, talking things over in this timeout. We expect the stadium, the arena to get even more packed soon enough with the home Braves getting their opportunity to play.
Exactly. I hope it's gonna be a full house.
Right now the crowd a little subdued, kind of reacting more or less than being proactive about cheering. Very cute moment over here by our side. Some kids sitting courtside, kind of messing with the referees, and the referees playing along. But back to basketball. So with a few substitutions both ways, Lioneers get going. Bi Huan working on the much shorter player, Junji. There's a guard rebound. That's got to be the funniest thing to see. Elliott, a guard, slicing in there to get the offensive rebound and finding a teammate for 2. So 85-59 the score, 6 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. Tucker working on the left side now. Maybe he just likes that side of the floor in general. Dishing and shot, a little short. Zhen Jie unable to hit. Lioneers coming the other way, an offensive foul on the crash and pass.
陈立焕
That time Young able to get position, taking the contact. No matter if it was a shot or a pass, was in position there. It's so fun to watch Tucker in that he doesn't have the blazing speed, but his crossover is able to get by the defenders, even not very far from the hoop.
Exactly, he's very smart.
Mop situation going on here. So now a couple substitutions on the floor. Looks like Morrison will come in, and correspondingly, Lioneers have also brought in one of their bigger guys, Li Jiarui. So Chen Lihuan assigned to Tucker for now. He'll cut to the basket. They might be setting up for him, or is it a pick and roll? Young, dribbling right, unable to get an opportunity. Xiao with a good defense. Can it go the rest of the way? There's a fancy spin move and a foul. Kind of getting a little bit caught in there, and the second reach back foul. Xiao Sun-yi that time with the assignment. Won't be a challenge for any team to stop these two guys. First free throw is in. So Andy, what do we got on Jaren Young at the free throw line?
Yep, Jaren Young.
Shot is up and rims out. Elliott close to us, cutting down the middle. Nothing going on. Kind of a handoff. Li Huan. He's favored left hand with the floater in the lane. Seems to be his go-to when they run a set play. Tucker playing around in the backcourt. Now handing it off to Young. Dreamers unable to convert there on that set play. Substitutions coming fast and furious. Dai now in the game for the Lioneers, number 15. Thanks to Taiwan Mobile for the 3D imaging around the court. So Tianhao working on the two foreign players, getting an opening, and the early layup not in. The putback is no good. Dreamers finally retain possession. Smart of Li Huan. Get that shot off early. Some fancy dribbling. Is it poked away? It's still legal toward the referees. Live dribble. Count. Knocks in the mid-range. That time the Lioneers coming with a double team against Tucker. And again, a little bit of rough play. You know, Tucker doesn't show much emotions, but I can tell he's pretty fiery too. He did not take at either of the Lioneers offering to help him up. And we've been confirmed we'll be in the bonus.
Lioneer has outscored Dreamers this quarter.
Certainly the goal for any team every quarter, but maintaining that in the moment focus. Very critical. I spoke to a sport and performance psychology performance consultant earlier and was told, hey, no matter how much you're up, how much you're down, if you're in a series facing elimination or clinch, as best you can, try to maintain the same next play approach. Substitution to get Tucker out of the game. Waving his hands. Perhaps that's the physical play that's going on right now on the floor. Now I got a little bit of middle screen, opening up for Jarrett, and missing everything. Lee capable of hitting the 3 as we saw in Hsinchu, but not that time. Young cutting and making that right-handed layup. We stay with our quick pace. Jen cutting right. Early scoop shot, no good. The weekend of October 17th and 18th, the Hsinchu Lioneers hosted the first 4 preseason games, and what do you know? The opening game that time, Lioneers Dreamers, is the opening game here for the Heping Arena. Lioneers coming down the other way. Quick spin and able to finish.
By Xiao Shunyi, number 1.
Xiao Shunyi right now kind of hedging over toward the side. Yang Jiarui, excuse me. Now they're back to a man. No, look what I found. Tianhao with a steal. Foul call before he can get going. Chen Zhenjie, number 0. Well, we'll get a chance to catch our breath, and so will you fans and the players, of course. There's a timeout on the floor. So, based on the 2 games, now 2.5 games we've seen, what do you think is the key for the Lioneers to be successful going forward in the Plus League?
You mean Hsinchu Lioneers?
Yes, right.
I think they have to, because most of their players are young guys, so they have to know how to make the right decision on the basketball court. And I think the most important thing is they have to cut down their turnovers. Too many turnovers.
That would seem important for any basketball team anytime. Of course, mentioned, was it 36 turnovers? The Dreamers last time against the Lioneers, able to put on a lot of pressure just in the half court.
But right now, Hsinchu Lioneers doesn't have the import players. So, I mean, I'm excited for their import players to come in the future.
I think we all are very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a complete different ball game once import player coming.
The aforementioned Super Basketball League, the SBL, has had different rules when it comes to import players, so it's not like they're completely unseen in basketball Taiwan.
Yes. This year, SBL's import player policy, the import player can higher than 6'8", so
Okay.
it's 203 centimeter. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird for me.
Oh yeah? How so?
Yeah, why you have to like restrict the height of the import player?
Plenty of perimeter players, guards come out of Taiwan to make it to the professional level, but big guys, it's a tough living. There's a cross screen. Jiarui working inside, getting stripped on the way up. A lot of pressure over here by Williams. And Morrison will hang on to the possession. Number 11 slicing through the middle. Hsinchu. Shot is up and in. So no matter import players or not, I really look forward to some alley-oops. There's a cut in to make. Jiarui, considering still in his mind the previous play where he thought he got fouled. Unable to close out there, but this time working around Jared Young, who put his hands behind his back. Both teams in the bonus right now. 2:24 left in the third quarter. 92-67. You're watching the Plus League on YouTube. Free throws up and in. I'm Ryan Chen along with Andy Shea. Very thankful for the opportunity to bring you basketball in Taiwan at the professional level to a global audience. How cool is that? Shot by Young off the right corner, right wing is up and in. So Andy, what's the update on the crazy hot shooting from the Dreamers?
I think Jerry Young made the 19th three-pointer.
19th. We'll keep that browser refreshing on the regular.
Yeah. How many three-pointers do you think the Dreamers are gonna have tonight?
Well, as a observer of the game with no stakes involved, let me put a bet on 26.
26? Okay.
By the end of the game.
We'll see.
What do you got, Andy?
Well, I kind of have the same way with you. Kind of like about 25.
All right, you get 25, I get 26.
Okay, we'll see.
So I'm pretty happy we got that in because the Dreamers had a pretty poor possession right there. Turn the ball over. Lioneers coming the other way. There's an inside pass and unable to corral it in. Xiao Zhongyi. So right away, the turnovers back and forth. We'll talk about in the second game, but as a little tease, Taipei City, home to 2 million people, and the surrounding new Taipei City, sometimes called county. Very confusing. Shot goes up and out. Two Lioneers corral that one in. So I've heard sometimes up to 1 million people might come into Taipei. There's a nice baseline move by Williams. Can you imagine 10 million people in this little town of Taipei coming into work?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So many people in Taipei.
Hopefully we make a lot more of them basketball fans. Now coming down for the Lioneers. Got a foul on the position game underneath. So that should be free throws. It's Chen Zhenjie, 12 points. I think he has 4 fouls so far in the game. He'll stay on the floor. So for Elliot Tan, Oscar Gall will come on. Getting a warm reception for sure. His Songsan High School, located in Songsan District.
Exactly. And he went to the state and studied in Southeast Missouri State University, which is the Division I school.
So Aaron, you went to Oklahoma. I'll help you out with the Missouri State. Yeah. Not Missouri, that's Missouri. Sangxing. So Missouri.
Yeah.
There's a mid-range, knocked in by Young. So the early run by the Lioneers. A couple bounces away, and they held on to possession. Oscar pulling up for a mid-range and making it. Seems like he really likes the one dribble and pull-up.
Exactly.
Not rated highly as a perimeter shooter. Trying to stick with Young right now. The shot goes up.
Oh, number 20. Three-point shot for Dreamers this afternoon.
Ng Junji with another three-pointer. Dreamers having a grand old time here on a Saturday in Taipei. Here in Heping Arena, Taipei, Taiwan. You're watching the Plus League. We'll be going to a quick break. Catch our breath. Be right back.
Above the norm, this is my platform, sort of like a form. Now I'm finna show 'em, sort of like home. When it's clutch time, keep cool on the soul when it's lunchtime. For the ears, gesture like a Panaman. No speech technique like a man can. Montana, Martian, got a grand man. Gotta get it all before I flatland. So I'm get on up, man. Sit on up, man, and go. Right now, right here, I'm going for the win. Right here, right now, right here, I said I'm going for the win.
Welcome back. If you're in Taiwan and you have any interest in checking out Plus League preseason action, if not for this weekend, your last chance will be in 2 weeks, November 21st and 22nd in downtown Taichung at the National Taiwan University of Sport, Taipei 体育馆. We'll feature 2 games each day, just like we've had. There are still tickets available. Search P.LEAGUE on KKTX website. That's KKTIX website. If you need some help, contact the Plus League. We'll gladly get you in the arena. There's a replay of the tip-in using some of the 3D imaging provided by Taiwan Mobile. Turning layup, Chao Sun-yi. You know, here, with every arena being different, I'm kind of digging the rock and roll music that they're playing here in Heping. Right now, we kind of have a special promotion going on in the court. We are only about half lit. There you see on your screen the what we call the 3D cameras going on in the back. So tomorrow, the Lioneers will be playing the first game as well. So Andy, what improvements do you think they need to make before tomorrow's game with the Taoyuan Pilots, the Lioneers?
You mean Hsinchu Taoyuan Pilots or Hsinchu Lioneers?
The Hsinchu Lioneers will open up tomorrow's action in the 2:30 game. They will be playing the Taoyuan Pilots. What do the Lioneers got to focus on in their when they hit the pillows tonight?
I mean, the defense. The defense is not really good this afternoon because you let Dreamers shoot too many threes. And the second one would be, I think,
perhaps they need to get a little bit more organized on offense. Right now, with 74 points to 100 for the Dreamers. After the break, we'll be back with the 4th quarter of Plus League preseason basketball. Stick with us. You're watching the Plus League on YouTube. Plus League, the professional basketball league here in Taiwan, making its inaugural season. If you're enjoying the game on the broadcast, please leave a like. You know how it goes, guys. It's YouTube. You know, interestingly enough, until the start of the regular season, the league has informed me they're still kind of searching for a good slogan. So if any of you fans out there have a good suggestion, contact the league's social media and fire away.
Or you can leave the comment down below your YouTube channel.
That's a good place as well. I'd be very curious. Right now, having a little bit of technical difficulties in the arena, so when we get that all sorted away, we'll let you know and bring you back the action. Right now, the players on the court actually getting some ball to stay warm and get worked up. Hoping Arena has the big board in the middle of the roof hanging down. And they put on one of their famous floor light shows, but might have tripped something up going on. Getting a look at the highlights, there's a step back by Anthony Tucker. Off of a screen, and the runner coming this way. Lioneers scrapping at the interior of the Dreamers defense.
And here's a logo shot made by Anthony Tucker.
Here's Oscar with a floater. Sporting his naturally curly hair. This time it's an assist for a three. Chen Zhenjie able to knock that one down from the hot left corner, as we call it, for the Dreamers. Now there's another runner off the backboard. There's Tucker, kind of utilizing the new age freedom of movement with the two-shot step back three.
And Yang Shenyan made a three-point shot, back to back to back.
That certainly looked like a bad omen for the Lioneers. So as we look onto the court, a couple players on each side sitting. The Dreamers right now have a lot of guys in and around that area. I don't know if they're all players. Certainly inactive for tonight's game. The Plus League still establishing their own rules. It makes sense that a basketball team roster doesn't need to get bigger than 12.
Yeah.
Kind of getting a little bit of more life back in the lights of the arena. This kind of reminds me, not that I've ever gone, but kind of a recent trend in college basketball in the States to have like the midnight series. Those are really cool.
Oh, the midnight series?
Yeah, where the team would like host a practice and a scrimmage like at midnight for their the student body to come check out. They might not have the lights all the way up. They would have food out. Getting a word from the commissioner. So we indeed have kind of a little bit of an issue with the power into the arena. So President Charles Chen, like with the founding of the league, is saying, you know, power outage is a small problem to have. It's your electricity that caused the short. Playing to the crowd a little bit. And on behalf of the league side, apologizing for the delay. After kind of admitting a little bit of the shortfalls in the early going. We'll be back soon enough. Right now they're kind of adjusting things a little bit, kind of reducing the lights around the audience, but focusing it on the court, creating a really cool image, reminding me of Staples Center. How like the audience is all dark, besides the courtside seats. The courtside seats, you know, you gotta show those fine folks off. There's a nice drive and lay-in. Probably fouled on that one is Young. Now driving a dish to Derek. No, excuse me, Wang Bozi. So we're just about ready to get going again. It is a 100-74 game. Dreamers ahead. Jaron Young with 33 points on the night, surpassing his teammate for the lead.
And Parker has 22.
Hasn't made much progress since the first quarter. Trying to get a pick and roll going, but unsuccessful that time. Now Wang Bozi laying that one up, running the floor. Snorlaxes couldn't do that.
Yes.
On this side, Tucker defending on the block and laying it in.
Strong move by Li Jiarui.
Li Jiarui wearing number 12. He's got 11 points on the afternoon. Heading into the evening time. Right now it is 4:37 local time. Morris with a shot, dagger.
Jonah for the three.
So Oscar now with the position mismatch, giving it up to Chen Lihuan. Still looking to go attack against Tucker over here. Jiarui with a skip pass. Dai Hao knocking in the three. So we kind of got into the Dreamers turnaround in the ABL in the second game. Nice crossover, but missing the mid-range. In the next game, Andy, let's go into how the Braves at least started their ABL team history. Oscar, pump fake and dish. Lihuan from the elbow and the pull-up. Up and in. So it might not be a competitive game for the overall scoreboard, but back and forth, certainly exciting for what we've seen so far in the fourth. 2 minutes in, 10 minutes to go. There's a wraparound pass and intercepted. Oscar trying to make his way. What a nice dish.
Oh,
Calvin on the left side for two. There was no space down there.
yeah. Hsinchu Lioneers not gonna give up.
They might have been leading from the entire second half. Their time was a wraparound foul. Lihuan. He might have the fastest hand raise of all the players in the Plus League. There we get the slow-mo. Wang Bozi is just getting enough space to lay that one up and in. Now the other way, Oscar with a touch pass. 2-on-1, Lioneers succeed. Tucker corralling that inbound pass, no problem. Getting past his man, no shaking. And with the left flip.
Wow.
Kind of tossing it out there. He just looks so in control. Now the crossover and jam! Spread it on a sandwich. That one got the crowd going.
Yeah. Li Jiarui. And finished by his right hand. He's a left-handed player.
Hey, maybe the Lioneers specialized that in that. Left-handed player. Now Oscar, a left-handed player, chases that out-of-bounds ball.
Look at the replay.
Don't want to get posterized there.
Oh.
Who was underneath that one? Rotating it over the help at number 18.
Yang Shengyan.
Yang Shengyan. Staying a little bit on the low side now. Defending the block. Double coming. Lihuan still able to finish. Wang Bozi rotating over, unable to disrupt the shot enough.
Oh, down to 20 points right now.
8.5 minutes left. Tucker, kind of a set shot, unable to hit Oscar with a beautiful one hand. Lihuan.
And made it!
Finish.
Wow.
Under 20 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Over there on the Lioneers side, they're linked, indicating timeout. Guys, you can't call it. There's Tucker's running shot and unable to finish. Oscar now in control with a fancy dribble. All right, getting it back. sporting some purple and black shoes. Diction underneath.
Here's a mismatch.
Wu Daihao
For three. Good! Oh, down to 50 points.
The crowd is warming up to this Lioneers comeback.
Yeah.
And what do you know? On the bench, Jaren Young and Yang Jiming ready to check in. Offensive foul.
Oh.
Oscar cleaning up the haircut of Chen Lihuan.
I think Dreamers gotta call a timeout.
They gotta get their guys in. They gotta figure some things out.
Hsinchu Lioneers is really good at playing in second half.
High fives all around, and we'll be going to break. After that fury by the Lioneers, let's see what the rest of the game has in store. You're watching the Plus League on YouTube.
去年其实，在整季经营下来，其实也有非常多的收获，然后球迷的反应也给我们很多的鼓励。最难得的，其实我是觉得听到很多朋友带平常不看篮球的朋友进来看球，然后进来以后就发现哇，篮球赛其实是这么好玩的。所以我觉得，如果未来有很多的人是因为富邦勇士而开始喜欢篮球，那我们就成功了。
Be sure to follow the Plus League by subscribing to our YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button and hit those bells. Look up P.LEAGUE if you need a refresher. Like our Facebook page, P.LEAGUE Plus, the plus symbol. Our Instagram game is really strong. P.LEAGUE.official. That's P.LEAGUE.official if you're looking up the league Instagram page. And for the English-speaking audience, the Twitter handle is at P_League_EN. Of course, like we mentioned, the league's still looking for an English slogan, so wherever you can leave a message, leave us a message. But back to the action, 107-92, 7 minutes and a half about left in the game. Jarre feeling it, attacking the middle, shot goes up and no good. Wow, that timeout really cooled things down just a little bit, but can you imagine if he made that with the and one?
Yeah.
Working on the much smaller Ling.
Yeah, here's the mismatch.
So right now, 2 fouls for the Dreamers. I don't believe any for the Lioneers. Look out, turnover over here by the Lioneers. That will sap their momentum just a little bit. 3G racing to the corners. Kind of going off with a college handoff game right now. Now attacking, getting hit in the face. Oh, not called. Going on possession, Young. That's a taste. Now to Jingji with the open shot.
No good.
Veteran Wu Daihao was on him, but backed up into the interior. Now, Li Huan. Getting blocked by Young, but retaining possession. Everybody's got words to say about that call.
Chen Lihuan wants a referee give him a foul.
So looking at the play, a little bit of up and down contact, then a foul on the way out from retrieving the rebound. Now Elliot Lee inbounding. Wu Daihao will catch in the corner. Backing down Young. Dribble lost, dishing it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Lioneers got to come with something.
Oh, blocked by Derek.
Now leak out. There he is. Oh, look out, look out. Kind of a, excuse me, 2 longtime adversaries. Now Young with a steal. Lioneers kind of having their momentum sapped by that timeout. Ling Junji kind of stuck right now with nowhere to go. Cutting against Wu Daihao. Yeah.
No good.
Drifting left, and that shot drift left. I really like how both teams push that ball up really aggressively out of a steal or out of a rebound. Jarre Looking like they're working off a mismatch again over here. Shoots it instead. Misses everything.
Elbow.
I believe his second on the night. Not an official stat, but
yeah,
something to keep in mind. So Woo Dai-hao will take a seat. Gao Guohao get back on the floor. Oscar Gao sporting a the long leg wear underneath in white. So Lin Juji will bring this ball up against Elliott. Big heavy wrap on his leg. There's a backdoor cut and foul on the bump. Look out. The cameramen over there are quite cramped.
Yeah.
The LED boards around the court to keep the action in, and nice exposure for our sponsors who we are very thankful for. Right now, the pink Momo transitioning into the dark Taiwan Dagada Taiwan Mobile. Free throw bounces in and out. So looking back on the scoreboard, 109-92. Still quite a difference separating the two teams, but not insurmountable. That free throw is short. Dreamers leaving points on the board with these missed free throws. Let's see if the Lioneers can figure something out. Elliott cutting, dishing out. Now Oscar to Li Huan, down low. They usually double out of this. Huan bricks that one. Lioneers had something going there. Derek now handing off to
Amigo.
Kind of hit on that pass. Oscar goes to the floor, but no foul was called. Referee say play on. So again to the low block, Lioneers believe they have an advantage, or they can create an opportunity perhaps. Yi-san with the right point.
Oh, it's good. Hook shot. Met by Long Yi-sen.
Yi-san, the classic big man move. That time over there, his left shoulder with the right hand. That time, Amigo flies in. Unable to finish. Now it's for the Lioneers to display a little bit displeasure with the call. Not too much going on. So Chen Li Huan will go down to take a seat. 4 fouls on the night. A shot made, rang real deep in our headphones. So Baiwan Lin back with the jacket. Maybe coaxing a miss, free throw, but 2 for 2. So the Lioneers with 4 minutes left, try to put something together, practice their offensive sets. Now Oscar up top. Nothing going. Double team coming off the block, and a steal by Young, getting in that passing lane underneath. Very smart. Jiming come the other way.
Try to slow down Dreamers. Find the best spot to shot.
They'll pass it around a little bit more. 8 seconds left on the clock. Knocked out of bounds by the Lioneers. We'll be here. No, this is probably what the coaches like to see. A lot of communication. Players taking ownership of the
Shot
floor.
clock down to 5, 2,
Running out of time.
1,
Able to take it. Lin Ziyi got a little bit of a love tap before floating that one in nicely. Now Oscar calling for the screen.
Oh,
With a
nice
no-look, what a
block.
better block. Jaron Young reading that one, and a foul before they can get in to the front court. Smart plays going back and forth.
Yes.
There we see Junji.
It's floater. And really good no-looking pass, but blocked by Jerry Yang.
His eyes went with Oscar, maybe to the corner, but his discipline kept him in the paint, able to make that block. Andy, have you ever gotten the chance to play basketball?
Yeah, exactly. I love playing basketball.
Where do you like to play?
I play in point guard,
Okay.
and I really enjoy, cooperating with the teammates, and I really like shoot the threes.
Now, where do you usually play basketball?
I went to the school.
The school grounds.
Yes.
Oscar from the top, fouled on the shot. That time, Derek. And there he kind of goes.
It's pretty common to see people play the basketball in the school.
So that's the sixth foul and the foul out for Derek. I don't know if we saw anybody foul out in Hsinchu's warm-up series.
He's probably the first one.
We're pretty casual about it. It is preseason.
Yep.
So 115 points for the Dreamers. I don't know if that's quite the score that the league envisioned, but certainly even more of a possibility now with 48-minute game time. So replacing him is Wang Bozi, number 10, on your screen just a moment ago. Right now, Oscar on your screen, missing another free throw.
Oscar didn't shoot really well on the free throw line today. Oh.
Another miss. So also leaving points. All right. And the Dreamers coming back to the corner. Down.
No
Missing
good.
just a little. The scramble for the rebound onto the floor, and Dreamers retain possession. With 2.5 minutes left, they're going to slow play it just a little bit. Pick and roll. Intercepted by Oscar. 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Gets an opening, but unable to finish. Getting crashed into. Hopefully everybody's okay. Oscar does that from time to time. He'll exaggerate a little bit with the laying on the floor. Scramble, getting mixed up. A little bit of push. Everybody's a little out of control, but looks like we'll be just fine.
Yep.
Well, he'll have an opportunity to redeem himself just a little bit at the line. Free throw is made. Back when we were in Hsinchu for just a little bit less than a quarter, we had Quan Lee on. He said one of his favorite spots to play is at the Taiwan University, Taipei. Popular games.
I went to there a couple times with my friend.
So there's a foul on the floor, and now both teams in the bonus. That time Oscar trying to reach over Juji to get the steal, to get the poke away. But the cylinder principle says he's got possession, he's got ownership of that. And a hard bounce out. I think both teams might need to make some free throws before they go to sleep tonight.
Yes.
In preparation for tomorrow's games.
Practice more.
1 for 2. Now we got a timeout on the floor. This time the Lioneers want to talk it over, figure out what they're going to try to accomplish in the last 2 minutes and 9 seconds in the game. For them, leading the scoring. Pang Han still 18 points. On the other side, Jaron Young still leads the Dreamers with 33.
And 13 rebounds. So double-double.
He had like 5 rebounds in the first like 3 minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah, a lot of offensive rebounds.
He's demonstrating his smarts as well in this fourth quarter, intercepting a few passes, getting in the lane.
And Jaren has 7 steals. So almost a triple-double right there.
He was around the team when they were in Hsinchu for those preseason games, warming up, but not suiting up.
Yes, he didn't get the chance to play. Probably just finished his quarantine.
Trying to consider their conditioning.
Exactly.
I'd imagine basketball would be a little bit easier than baseball in the CPBL. All the pitchers who quarantine for 2 weeks can't do anything and got to start their throwing programs from scratch. Basketball, got to get on the floor and condition. It's not quite the same running in place in your hotel room for a basketball player.
Yeah.
Now the Dreamers, second out of the timeout. There we see Young, number 12. Jielun. Hey, that name sounds familiar. Andy, is that the same spelling, same name as another famous person in Taiwan?
Yes, one of the singer, Jay Chou, Zhou Jierun.
With the same exact characters.
Yeah, same character.
Huh.
So it's pretty interesting.
Jay Chou, I'd imagine, had his name for a little bit longer. Anyways, interesting. Power move. Did it touch the cylinder first? Williams flying in there.
It's a blocking foul.
Lin Guanheng arguing, did the ball get in the cylinder? Very fired up right now. I think probably the last thing a referee would want to see is both teams having an argument or having some say in what's going on. That time, close contest, Williams driving the lane.
Yeah. I mean, 50-50 play.
Yeah. Hard to say, really.
Yeah.
Not an easy job. So right now, free throws. Swish. Number 2, Williams. Second shot goes up and in. I heard he was also kind of surrounding the professor label for getting to play on some unofficial games and on the playground. Jaren Young kind of getting loose with the dribble. Get it back. Stringy. Now one more attacking the rim.
What a power move by Wang Bozhi. Snorlax.
Driving the lane, the defender kind of went on both sides of him. Look, he starts on the left side now, over to the right. Wang Bozhi just staying the course through the middle. His free throw is in. Nobody to high five though. Come on, Dreamers.
They believe Wang Bozhi will make. Oh, no good for the second one.
Watch out, Andy. Don't call your shots too early. Not that we have a 3-point call going on right now. Missing everything. English shot, no good. Young. Trying to get out of the corner. I don't know. Young was underneath, trying to get the ball out, and Lioneers not down for that call. Nothing going on here, nothing.
Yeah, I think he just want to protect his ball, so.
Sure. Moisen thought he just maintained position, right? Defenders have cylinders too. So the referees will talk it over, but not after the timeout on the floor. I think it's funny, we'll see a very animated Lin Guanheng as well. Talking over the number 5 official. 1 minute, 13 seconds left in the game. Dreamers up. 117 on the score against the 99 for the Lioneers. Lioneers scored a lot of points themselves. They never reached this high of a mark in the previous 2 games.
Yes. It's a pretty high score game today.
Pace is really high as well. We'll be bringing you the final stats when they come. I'm sure there'll be a lot to glean from that eventually. Getting some shots around the arena. Saw President Charles Chen around the arena. You see the Lioneers, Director of Basketball Operations, Kenny Gall, short sleeve, button up. You're watching the Plus League on YouTube. Plus League, the professional basketball league here in Taiwan. If you're enjoying the game of the broadcast, please leave a like. We had a fantastic viewership when we played at Hsinchu, also having the Mandarin side broadcast on YouTube, English side broadcast on YouTube. If you're a viewer here in Taiwan, maybe you can check them out on Momo TV networks. Now a conversation is still ongoing. Lin Guanlun.
Yeah, he's still communicating with the referee.
Using every second of that timeout clock, the unofficial timeout clock. I wouldn't want to get on his bad side. So Young with some free throws coming up.
First one is good.
Could we get to 120?
Wow.
Just 2 points away.
2 points away and 1 point away to 100 for Lioneers.
Setting a high in the preseason score record, but I don't think this is the way they'd like to do that. Pressuring the ball up here, the Dreamers. Lioneers with a break. Right at the hoop. Foul and one!
Xiao Shunyi
sticks the landing as well. Getting an assist from Lo Yisan. So there's 100.
Yeah.
He broke the pressure in the backcourt. Then with the twisting lefty layup. Beautiful touch. A lot of fun. 3-point play, the old-fashioned way. Right now, kind of a little bit of a half pressure by the Lioneers. There's a double. Dreamers slow playing it until Young takes a shot and in.
Oh, another 3 for Jaren Young. 38
points on the night for him. Now getting the first look at number 13, Ace Taishin. Hanging out in the corner right now. Underneath, Long. Spinning and nice scoop. Inside move.
Yeah, nice post move by Long Yishen.
Thanks for the correction. So 30 seconds left. The first preseason game here in Heping will come to a close in about 1 possession. Oscar bringing the ball up. So Andy, you've been doing a great job, and I'm excited to have you for 3 more games.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Right now, closing in on the last bit of the shot clock. Another intercepted pass. 6 seconds left on the clock. Looks like the Dreamers will dribble this one out. So stay tuned for a post-game interview. Sideline post-game interview from one of the players. We'll bring you that shortly as the handshakes go all around. Lioneers, Dreamers, shaking it up. Hard-fought game. And over here close to us, Young giving handshakes and half hugs to the officials as well. So many calls in the game, a lot to take care of. Now big powwow in the middle. Everyone shaking it up. To use a more younger person vernacular, dapping it up. Team manager Lewis also making his way on the floor. You know, it'll take a lot of collaboration, and we anticipate a lot more work to put together a very successful professional basketball league. So as the players make their way off the court, we have grabbed Jaron Young for a sideline interview that will be hosted by our colleague on the Mandarin side, Aaron.
This is your very first game in Plus League, and you put amazing number on the scoreboard. How do you do it?
I got to give it to my team, man. Like, good spacing, good ball movement, got me wide open shots, and good drives, you know, from the good spacing. So I got to give it to them. That's how I got all my points.
Actually, you have so much experience playing in Taiwan, and this is different league. So how do you feel about this new league, Plus League? And do you have something to say to the fans or the people here?
I think it's a real good league. A lot of people coming. A lot of other teams want to join the league, but right now the COVID, you know, kind of hindering a lot of that right now. So, and something I want to say to my fans, I want to thank y'all for all y'all support, and come hometown when we get to play them tomorrow, the Braves. You know, that's what I'm looking forward to. That was just a warm-up game, so the real challenge is for tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Thank you. 好，在杰伦的部分呢，第一个问题是问到他说，在这个比赛的部分，他表现有相当漂亮的数字。他讲说要感谢他的队友。
Probably a good candidate for a player of the game if there was such a thing in the Plus League basketball. We'll see. Definitely a feature of CPBL baseball in Taiwan. Of course, crucially, the matchup tomorrow. Jaron Young shouting out tomorrow's opponents. I believe it will be the Taipei Fubon Braves, the home team. That'll be something of a crazy, exciting, a lot of adjectives. Caught me off guard a little bit. We'll be back with the summary of the game. Thanks for watching the Plus League preseason. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Heping Basketball Gymnasium here in Taipei. Checking out the stats from the game, the final score, Dreamers taking this one, 122 to the Lioneers 104. As you can see there, they shot the ball a lot better, most crucially from three, 22 for 38. And by the end, the Lioneers grabbed more boards. The Dreamers still had the slight advantage with the assists. A couple less turnovers, but 20 each. I mean, it was a crazy fast-paced game, Andy.
Exactly. Very fast.
So, upcoming at 5 o'clock will be the Taoyuan Pilots taking on the home Fubon Braves. It was slated for 5 o'clock, but we'll let the players get their warm-ups in, and we'll have a little bit of a reset. Woo. So, Andy, first game in the books. How do you feel?
I'm excited, but pretty nervous, but I hope I'm doing okay. What do you think?
I think you're doing a great job. We'll continue to work on it
Yep.
later tonight and tomorrow, 2 games. Don't forget, stick with us here, Plus League Basketball on YouTube. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll be right back for Game 2 on Saturday.